Yes. Ha. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Ha. Pow! Sensei Kwabin here. Moment with the master number what? 18. 18. Moment with the master. Here's what I want to make sure of. Hey, can we see about that other mic, please? Want to make sure that we are all okay. Drastic times, difficult, challenging, weird, science going on. We want to make sure that we are all okay. We're here today with the 10 traits of a martial artist. Yes. Gonna get into it? Yes. Movement science. Here's where we're at, but we want to make sure we check in. Hey family, how you doing? Sensei Kwabin reaching out. A hand of friendship, of dojo brotherhood. Here, just saying, hey, take care of yourselves. Protect your mind, protect your heart, protect your spirit. Because the other elements are out there. Us? But we got a banger today. Calm down. Calm down, right? Because we all gonna make it through the lockdown, okay? And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. We all gonna make it. We got a banger here. 10 movements or 10 ways of the martial artist. Now, some people, what do they teach? They teach kicks, LB. Can we try and load that up? Let me get that piece there. Just a moment, family, as we deal with something. We're gonna try and get this. I don't know, it's not working here. It's not working here. Let's go without it. Listen, some people teach. What do they teach? You got them out there teaching hop, kicks, see, hop, They teaching breaks, hop, flips, right? How? Everything. They got that going on, teaching everything. Some people teach self-defense. Breaks, takes down, flips, grabs, throws, right? But I teach that. I can do that, all of it, but I can teach that and mind and movement science. I teach the science of the mind and the science of movement and martial arts. This is my assignment. I checked in on it. This is my assignment. What happened? I made myself available. And when availability is opened up, purpose aligns. When you make yourself available, remember last week we talked about it. When you make yourself available, right? Purpose is aligned. Because we open up with what? Willingness, readiness, right? Willingness, non-resistance, readiness, and availability, right? Availability is the demo part of that. Purpose is aligned. Last week we talked about what we do in life where it echoes in eternity. We talked about what we do in response to the call to leadership. It echoes in the world. But finally, we got in on this thing like what we do in the dojo echoes in the world. How we live out these principles that we practice in the dojo echoes in the world. How our mind is centered and focused on what's ahead of us in the dojo echoes in the world. The principles, the creeds, the practices all echo in the world. And we talked finally, our title last week was The Drive for Leadership. So this week we got something, 10 traits, 10 molds, 10 ways of the martial artist. I'm going to share some stuff with you. Check it out. Sharing this. Why? Some people say, Sensei Kwabin, why? Moment with the master. It is so that drive, that purpose that has been found through me making myself available, I'm expressing it. I'm here to express that part and demonstrate that part of what has been planted for me to communicate with all of you. Leaders make themselves available. So that's the call. To make yourself available. Availability is the key that unlocks assignment. And assignment is the thing that draws in purpose. Availability, assignment, purpose. You know, I'm not talking just for the crowd. I'm not talking for the people. I'm not talking for an audience. I'm talking to individuals. I'm talking to you one-on-one. I'm talking directly to you one-on-one. That's who I'm thinking about when I'm having these conversations. It's a one-on-one conversation. And others who are in the room with us, as we are having this conversation, well, they're witnesses to the conversation we're having. Talking to each individual here. Martial arts is a movement science. We're still going to get into 10 ways or the 10 movements of the martial artists. It's a movement science. You might say that Sensei Kwabin here has a master's of science in movement theory and mind science, right? And I might say I have a minor of some sorts, no disrespect to the profession, but a minor in physics in some ways. But this is what martial arts gives us. It's a movement science, okay? We also get some other things from it, and I'm setting up the 10 movements of a martial artist. We get situational awareness from martial arts. We get understanding of how to move in different scenarios. We get an understanding of how to evaluate different setups, places we go, group profiles, personality profiles. We get a situational awareness as well as a self-awareness. It's movement science. How am I going to move in the midst of what's going on, this chaos that's going on in the world? The turmoil, the tumult. How am I going to move? What's going to happen when the economic bottom drops out? When the food distribution chains are interrupted? How am I going to move? What's going to happen when transportation is misaligned? Energy is not reliable. How am I going to move? Martial arts, movement science. Can you get with me? So here, we're going to talk about 10 ways or 10 movements of the martial arts. We talked about it last time. Martial arts is dynamic. It's dynamic. So we transition from our practice in martial arts into what we call movement science experts. So I'm establishing my credentials to talk to you. Remember, I told you, I'm talking to you one-on-one, right? Right? It's just you and me here, right? Look at me. Look at me. It's us. It's only us in the room. Let's do it. Martial arts transitions us into being movement scientists, expert scientists, understanding and open the measures of our awareness to things that are happening around us. That's what martial arts gives us. So I'm excited. You ought to be excited at these 10 traits of a martial artist. Let's get into it. Trait number 1, martial artists are regularly in active pursuit of an end. Let me say this again. Martial artists are regularly in active pursuit of some end. The students, when they come to Dominion Dojo, I ask them, I say, listen, here's the beginner's creed. Dedicate yourself to the intention to become a master martial artist. Active pursuit. Engage in active pursuit of what your mind establishes. And don't relent. Don't give up. Don't push back. Martial artists, active pursuit. We also strive for high performance. Not perfect performance. Yay! I'm perfect. We strive for high performance. Measure where you are and reach. Reach for what you can get. Second one. We face challenges head on. We don't shrink back. Here's the challenge. Okay. You want to see how I'm going to respond to this? Let's look at it. Let's take it on. Let's look at it straight in the face. Say, this is the challenge? Okay. Okay. Let's do this. We take challenges head on. Right? Martial artists also do this. We welcome new learning. We are not shy to say, I don't know. Sensei Kwabin does not know it all. I'm visiting now with people who can teach me something that'll move my cause and my efforts to a new level so that I'm more informed to do exactly what I'm called to do. Welcomes new learning. Martial artists also, number 4, pushes for positive change. I'm looking for that better element. Don't come to me with all that bottom feeding, bottom left out, woe is me is done. I don't want to hear it. That's not my energy. Pushing for positive change. What can we do to make this thing different, to make it anew? Yeah, I know it's bad. I know it looks bad, but what is the response? Martial artists also lead others in the way of progress. How about that? Yeah, students, Dominion Dojo, come down to the floor, leading others in the way of progress. You see the energy. How are you going to respond to it? Pick up on my energy and let's all move forward. Us lead others in the way of progress. Martial artists are also principled and belief-based. I'm not going to determine how you set that for yourself, but we are principled and belief-based. I operate by a set of principles, core principles that I use to evaluate what next movement I'm going to make. And speaking of next movement, martial artists, we do this thing, we measure risk and reward before advancing. Let me count that out. Okay, yeah, that might, okay, risk, good there, reward, yeah, okay. The balance of it all. Can I tolerate that? We measure it out. We don't just move without thinking something through, without evaluating the cost and the benefits. We look at it and we continue to evaluate it. Okay? And here's the thing. Once we measure risk and reward, martial artists, you may find us going to war if necessary. Now, one thing you might not really want to do is to go to war with a trained martial artist. That's a tactician. That's someone who's going to think about the angles and the means and the what is the overall strategy before advancing or retreating and using those tactics for the best outcome for their cause. Okay? Martial artists are goal and vision driven. We got something set in our mind. All right? There's a playbook. Not just doing this on the wing and the prayer. It's a playbook. Here you go to white belt, yellow belt, green belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt, shodan, nidan, sandan, yandan. There's a right progression to this thing. Promotion is earned, okay? It's not deserved. So we have a vision, a mind science to what we do. Lastly, number 10, check this out. Martial artists, listen to what we do. We make winning plays. Number 10, we make winning plays. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the next step and the next stance and the next advance and the next capture of what's going to hold the most promise for the push forward. We make winning plays. I want to call it and I want to call it right. I enjoy that. We make sita, boom, I got it. I got that hit off. Okay? And the same thing in life. I want to march to a beat that's going to serve me when I compete. I want to march to a beat that's going to serve me when I compete. Bottom line, all in all, martial arts is a winning strategy. This is Sensei Kwabin with Dominion Dojo telling you martial arts is the way. Martial arts is a phenomenal experience, a phenomenal discipline, and a phenomenal exercise, okay? This has been Sensei Kwabin, 10 Traits of a Martial Artist. I'm your beneficial sensei with Dominion Dojo. Check us out at dominiondojo.org. You already know you can see me at Dominion Dojo, dominiondojo@gmail.com. Send me an email. Check us out. Send us a message. Send us a comment. Show us some love. Show us some support. And if you know somebody who need to pick me up, send them this message from Sensei Kwabin. You already know. Till next week, I'm out of here. Horse!